One of the most important lessons I learned during my 10 years as an investment banker working with high net worth clients is this: financial success isn't determined by how much you earn, but by how you manage what you earn. Whether you're making $50,000 or $500,000 a year, the strategies used by the top 1% to grow and protect their wealth can be applied by anyone. In this video, I'm going to share a simple, proven system called the 15/65/20 rule, a framework that can help you manage your money like a financial expert. Let's dive in. The 15% rule: building security and making your money work for you. This is the portion of every dollar you earn that should be reserved and set aside for yourself. This 15% is the foundation of long-term financial security, and it serves two key purposes: peace of mind and wealth building. 1. Peace of mind: building an emergency fund. Life is unpredictable. A flat tire, a surprise medical bill, or an urgent family emergency can happen at any time. Without a financial cushion, these unexpected events can derail your finances and send you into a tailspin. But if you've set aside 15% of your income, you'll have a safety net to fall back on. Start by building a quick access emergency fund that covers at least 1 month of essential expenses. This is your first line of defense against life's little surprises. Essential expenses include things like rent or mortgage payments, groceries, transportation, and utility bills, not discretionary spending like Netflix subscriptions or dining out. Once you've saved 1 month's worth of expenses, aim to build this cushion to 3 to 6 months' worth of core expenses. This larger emergency fund provides ultimate peace of mind. If you face a major crisis like a job loss, a health scare, or another unexpected event, you'll be able to focus on resolving the issue rather than worrying about how to pay for it. Having this financial buffer means you won't have to rely on debt to handle emergencies, which is a game changer for your financial stability. 2. Making your money work for you. Investing early and consistently. The second reason to save 15% of your income is to make your money work for you through investing. You don't need to be a financial expert to start investing, and the earlier you begin, the more powerful the results. Let me illustrate this with an example. Imagine two people, Janet and Mike. At age 30, Janet invests a lump sum of $10,000 and earns a steady 6% annual return. She doesn't touch this investment for 20 years. By the time she turns 50, her initial $10,000 has grown to $32,071, without her adding a single extra dollar. Now let's look at Mike. He waits until he's 40 to start investing. He contributes $2,000 every year for 10 years, also earning a 6% annual return. By the time he turns 50, his $20,000 investment has grown to $27,944. While that's not bad, it's still less than Janet's total, even though Mike invested twice as much money overall. The difference? Time and compound interest. Janet's money had an extra decade to grow, and that made all the difference. This is why Albert Einstein called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. The longer your money has to grow, the more dramatically it can multiply. It's like a snowball effect. Your returns earn returns, and over time, this creates a powerful wealth-building machine. How to get started with investing. If you're new to investing, here's how to begin. 1. Take advantage of workplace retirement plans. If your employer offers a retirement plan like a 401k or pension, contribute enough to max out the employer match. This is essentially free money. For example, if you earn $50,000 a year and your employer offers a 5% match, they'll contribute $2,500 if you do the same. Not taking advantage of this is like leaving free cash on the table. 2. Open tax-advantaged accounts. In the US, consider opening a Roth IRA, and in the UK, look into a stocks and shares ISA. These accounts allow your investments to grow tax-free, meaning you won't pay taxes on dividends or capital gains. The government provides these accounts as an incentive to save and invest for the long term. 3. Invest in passive funds. Keep your investments simple and low cost by using passive index funds. These funds track the overall stock market and automatically diversify your money across hundreds of companies. They also come with low fees, which means more of your money stays invested and grows over time. The key is to start early, contribute consistently, and let compound interest do the heavy lifting. You don't need to constantly tinker with your investments or try to beat the market. Set it and forget it. This is the lazy person's path to wealth, and it's a strategy used by some of the world's most successful investors. The 65% rule, managing your core expenses. The next part of the 15/65/20 system is the 65%. This is the portion of your income that should go toward your essential expenses. Things like rent or mortgage payments, groceries, utilities, transportation, and other must-haves that keep your life running smoothly. Managing this 65% can be tricky because essential expenses have a sneaky way of ballooning over time. For example, when you get a raise, it's tempting to upgrade your apartment, car, or lifestyle. This is why it's crucial to set a firm limit on your essential expenses. The 65% cap ensures that your core costs don't spiral out of control, leaving you scrambling just to cover the basics. If you're living in an expensive city, this might require some creativity. For example, housing. According to the UK's Office for National Statistics, housing is the largest spending category for most households, accounting for about 19% of total weekly expenditure. Look for ways to reduce this cost, such as negotiating your rent, downsizing, or finding a roommate. Transportation. Transportation is the second largest expense, making up about 14% of household spending. Consider swapping your daily commute for a more affordable option, like public transit or carpooling. The goal isn't to cut out all the little joys in life, but to find ways to keep your biggest expenses under control. By doing so, you'll free up more room in your budget for the things that truly matter to you. The 20% rule, enjoying life and staying motivated. The final part of the 15/65/20 system is the 20%. This is the portion of your income that should go toward fun, enjoyment, and personal fulfillment. The ultimate goal of managing your money isn't to die with a massive bank account, but to use your wealth to create a rich and fulfilling life. The top 1% understand this principle. They intentionally make room in their budgets for guilt-free enjoyment, and so should you. After all work and no play is a surefire path to burnout. Studies show that people who allow themselves some flexibility in their budgets are far more likely to stick to their financial goals over the long term. This 20% can be used for things like treating yourself to a nice dinner, buying something you've been eyeing, or planning a fun getaway with friends. The key is to give yourself permission to enjoy this portion of your income without guilt or shame. In fact, you can even reframe this 20% as an investment in yourself. By staying motivated, balanced, and energized, you're increasing the odds of sticking to your long-term financial plans. This simple framework can help you manage your money like the top 1%, regardless of how much you earn. By prioritizing savings, keeping your core expenses in check, and allowing yourself room to enjoy life, you'll create a balanced and sustainable approach to financial success. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tips on managing your money like a pro. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.